Now, I'm sure whether you have been a anime manga fan for a few years or many years, like myself, and sometimes you see the behavior of persons on social media, and sometimes you have to ask yourself the question,
Y'all smoking crack! Something is wrong with you people! What the hell has this world come to?
but then you have that rare moment where someone in the anime manga community does something so positive that you have to react in this manner.
That's really impressive. Whoa. Whoa, just whoa. Bravo. Wow.
And today we are going to talk about two stories that fall under those two categories. So let's talk about it. Now, this story takes place in China's Taichung city on May the 21st of 2024. Now, I'm going to substitute words because I don't want to get copyright strike by using quote-unquote inappropriate words. But let's just say a certain type of attack was taking place with a tool that you use for cutting fruits and vegetables. So that attack was taking place in that city, and we have 17 persons who risked their lives to fight against this individual who was trying to cause harm to persons in the community. So eventually these 17 individuals was able to subdue that individual who was causing harm to others, and these 17 heroes did not go unnoticed because the Taichung city government decided to praise and award these individuals for their incredible bravery. And this is the time where we introduce our protagonist, who goes by the name of Shu Rizian, because he was one of the 17 individuals who was awarded for their bravery.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So one of the things that he said in an interview is that otakus are not as bad as everyone imagines. Don't be stereotyped.
Correct!
He also said in the interview, where he quotes a line from a very popular manga that recently ended, Frieren Beyond Journey's End. It says, if he was the brave Himmel, then Himmel would have done the same. And Himmel is one of the main characters, the hero of that particular story. And if you haven't watched Frieren Beyond Journey's End as yet, I encourage you to do that right now.
Do it!
He also finally added that if time could go over again, he would still make the same choice in the performing that act of heroism. Now, wouldn't you say that this is a very nice, heartwarming story? We live in an age where anime fans or manga fans like to fight against each other or want to talk about who is planetary and who is not planetary, and persons want to argue about the latest Chainsaw Man manga, chapter 167. Persons want to end the life of a mangaka because of works of fiction, but it's so good to hear that persons who love and enjoy manga, otakus, would step up and do an act of good for society. So probably drop in the comments who inspires you. Which anime character or which anime show or movie did you say you learned a nice life lesson from? And I'm going to drop mine, and that person goes by the name of Bartholomew Kuma. And I'm not going to say anything else because that is going into spoilers, but if you know, you know. So it's February 1st, 2024 in Japan. You just wake up, you had your breakfast. While you are taking your breakfast, probably some eggs and bread or your favorite cereal, you sit down to read one of your favorite mangas, which is Oshinoko. Your mind was blown by the latest chapter, but now it's time to head to work. So you made that wonderful journey to work, and you are excited because of the information that you just read in that latest Oshinoko chapter. So you go to work and you share that information with your co-workers. but you fail to do something very important. You forget to say the words that is so important today. Spoiler alert. You forgot to say spoiler alert. And one of your co-workers starts to go crazy. He starts to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because you failed to say those two words. Spoiler alert.
I've contained my rage for as long as possible, but I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves! Begone, vile man! Begone from me! A starter car! This car is a finisher car! A transporter of gods! The golden god! I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
His rage is untethered and it knows no bounds. Now, as funny as that story sounds, this is actually a true story where someone got assaulted for sharing spoilers about Oshinoko manga. Isn't that interesting? So the report says that the person was grabbed by the collar and was kicked on the waist. I don't know how you do that, but they were kicked as well on the waist. Now, the individual who was quote-unquote assaulted did not get any injuries, but of course they filed a complaint with the relevant authorities. So you would think that eventually this whole situation would have ended up in court. But for some strange reason, this interesting plot twist developed where the prosecution decided to drop charges. And keep in mind that the person who did the lashing, who did the assault, is a 50-year-old man. The charges was dropped against this 50-year-old man.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Yes, it is very suspicious, but no information has been given to the reason why prosecution decided to drop this whole assault charge. So what are your thoughts on this whole story? As ridiculous as it sounds, again, it is a true story. So do you think that this person deserved to get the blows because he decided to share spoilers instead of saying spoiler alert before he shared his spoilers? Or do you think that this gentleman, this 50-year-old man, deserved this statement said to him?
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
So if you're interested in more ridiculous drama on the internet, we have this video that is popping up on your screen about Demon Slayer fans complaining, and we have manga leakers snitching on someone called DBS Hype. So don't forget, in order to get access to that video, you have to click on the subscribe button. So that's it. Go on.